It's pom-pom time. So I want to show you how to make those cute little pom-poms that you have on your hat or hanging from your keychain or wherever you want. So my older son moved to Denver in the nicest months of this summer last year, and now we have winter and he is freezing. So I knitted him a hat. So he likes red, he chose the color, and it's kind of a hat like this, a beanie with a double fold here around the ears. And now I want to make a nice, like, big fat pom pom on the top, so that I want to add, and I wanted to show you how to make that. For that we need cardboard, just a regular box. Usually it says Amazon on it or something like that. And then from that box you cut out 2 circles. The circle defines the size of the pom-pom. So I wanted to make a pom-pom like about 2 inches wide, and that would define, like, I have 1 inch on this side, 1 inch on that side, and about roughly an inch on the inside. So it's always 3 parts. 2 of them will be my final pom-pom size. So what you also have here in each of those is a cut. It's happened because you have to cut out the inside, but you also want that cut. So that's basically all you need, except your yarn, the leftover wool that I used, and a pair of scissors. So I will slide around the chair. I can sit down. And the way to make a pom-pom is pretty, it's really easy. I mean, there are pom-pom makers and plastic kits and whatnot. You can order them and spend a lot of money on those things, but it is really easiest if you just cut out some cardboard, and it doesn't have to be super perfect. So it's really a no-brainer. So I will start wrapping around the yarn with that opening. You know, we use that opening and we have the double. So I'll just leave extra string so I can attach it. You know, with this string I will attach it, and then I will just start going into my pom-pom thing and wrap around my yarn, and I go around and around and around. So I want to use up, you know, most of the yarn, and I want to fill up the whole hole. I want a really dense one, a really big dense pom-pom. And this will just take a while. So we get to the point that it gets pretty dense and a little harder to do, because you always have to hold everything in place, and so that at the ends it doesn't slide off. So that's why I leave a little gap here at the end, because it will fill up anyway. So I think I'm fine now. So it is pretty thick, as you can see from this side. We'll have a nice thicker look. So what we want to do then, so we have the beginning and we also want to have the same at the end. So I'll just cut it off. And what we want to do now, and that's the reason why we have two of those cardboard discs, with these scissors we go in and cut all those threads apart, and then we will tie them with our extras here. So I will just use, and just be careful. And now if you think about it, now you have all those individual little threads. So we want to be careful not to remove them or to make them slide through the center of our cardboard here. So we just want to keep them exactly where they are. That's why I have my thumb in that hole, just to make sure that I'm not losing any of those threads. No. Okay. And now with my ends here, it's sticking out in a weird way. I can go in between, like where my opening is, and I can go in between those two discs with that little extra, that longer one that we have. Just try to separate it from the rest. So I go in between those cardboards and wrap that around in this direction, and my other one I go in between the cardboard and wrap it around in the other direction. Maybe twice would be smart. So I go around, and this goes around that way. And then we tie a knot. As tight as you can, and another one. So really make it tight, because those 2, 3, whatever, how many knots will hold the whole thing together. I will do the same on the opposite side, tie a knot and another one. So, and then we will remove our cardboard. Gentle, because you can use that cardboard again and again. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So then you even it out, give it a little shake, and then sometimes you have a few that are a little longer than others, and you can just cut them off. So here, that one. So here we go, cute little pom-pom. And then we can just attach them to the hat. So this will be sitting up here. Ta-ta! Off you go to Colorado.